Call me the Happy Neoblade. This is the staircase step 5. For all races, this is an introduction. And I finally got promoted to Platinum 3 with random with all 3 races, using the staircase 3 to 5. Terran, I use the staircase 3 because I struggle with Medivacs, but with Zerg I use the staircase step 4 and with Protoss step 5. So you can see when I can train my macro and mechanics that good that I get Platinum, you can do as well. And just to show you, Platinum tier league and Platinum 3, and here's my random symbol, here's my Protoss symbol, and you can see I reached Platinum 3 with Protoss and random using the staircase step 3 to 5. And you will now learn about replay analysis, micro and advanced micro. Please bear with me, and thank you very much for your patience and that you listen to my videos, and I hope you will reach Platinum League someday too. See you in the next part. I've just been promoted to Platinum 2 with all 3 races using random and using the staircase. I just want to emphasize that you guys out there who are bronze to platinum, give it a try, or even if you're diamond and you think you can improve your mechanics, you don't use cameras, or your control group selection is not what it should be, make a different account in North America, Korea, play 2v2, 3-on-3, whatever you like, and try out the staircase. Give it a try. I really promise you, if you play it, if you keep it up for 20 to 40 games, you will see an improvement in your mechanics and you will have fun. I promise you that, if you give it a try. Thanks very much, and we'll see us in the next part. And the other one is NeoMT Proberto Frost. This one is a little bit older. I put this to easy, but I put this to elite and economic focus, and I put max minerals on 600. And the result you will see right now. I tried to play Ravager and execute harass with Ravagers and Biles, since the elite AI will try to evade it. This is against 2 AIs. So you have if you wanna lose units, you just A-move them here, they will be killed. But if you want to have a real opponent, he will expand and build a lot of stuff. Let's see, yeah, his build order, I think, is okay too. And in the last step we will see a Terran game where I executed the mental checklist quite well. And again, let me remind you, you should stay below 600 minerals all the time. I removed the Proberto so I could do my harass. The other map won't allow removing the Proberto. I'm quite happy with my injects. Yeah. Very good injects. But I forgot about a creep queen. Now there is an attack incoming. But it's not that difficult to kill these units. And I'm losing a Ravager there, which is very bad, and now I think I will get more than 600 minerals. No, not in this instance. Take the Watchers, there it is. Yeah. So try to stay below 600 minerals on these maps. Try to do a little bit of micro, a little bit of harass to improve your multitasking, and then you should advance. And of course, try to do 5 to 10 ladder games a week. More is of course better, but at least 5 games a week. If you only play 2 games a week, it's not enough to improve. And we'll move to the last part. Mental checklist. The staircase, step 5. Oh. Yeah. So I have to check the video. The screen is black. But now the screen is not black. Yeah, this is, I think, platinum against platinum. Perhaps it, no, could be silver against silver, I don't know. But I'm the Terran. Terran is my weakest race. And I try to execute the mental checklist all the time. I'm pretty sure it's silver, and I just... because I think he proxies pylons and cannons in front of my natural, which does not make sense. And I just wanted to show Marines attacking all the time, scouting all the time, and executing the mental checklist, producing stuff. I have very, very big problems using gas when I execute the mental checklist, adding gas facilities, adding gas production and stuff like that. Now I see, okay, there's an all-in coming. I have to repair. I have to kill his cannons. I killed his probe. And I scouted the front all the time. And I think now I can attack. I take the next base. I think this is the staircase step 3. A little bit of stutter step. A little bit too much money using the stutter step. I should not reach 1000 minerals. It's working. It's working, but my gas and my upgrades are too bad. But I think it's okay for my level of Terran play. Again, the staircase step 3 as Terran is Medivacs, Marines, Hellions, Hellbats, whatever is gas or just costs gas. I took down 2 gates.
Just depleted a mineral cluster.
My expansions are too late. 9 minutes for my 4th expansion is way too late. And I should take a 5th expansion because my money is too high and I have too much gas. Oh, This is not the staircase step 3, it's the staircase step 4, because I built widow mines to block his expansions. And my usage of mules is really, really, really bad. My starports are way too late. But I think I contain him on 2 bases. No, he has a hidden base. I should have scouted for it. Yeah, not the best game, but I think a good example of how you can execute the mental checklist. Watchtowers way too late, and now I can just A-move, I think. But I'm still afraid of it. Okay. Bad Neoblade, bad Neoblade, bad Neoblade.
Research complete. Just
Ready for dust off.
Now I'm going finally for the attack. And I have too much. My upgrades are better.
That makes one less man.
Okay. And it's the staircase. Step 5. Because I added widow mines and cyclones. So it's a good example for our current step, step 5. Widow mines, step 4, cyclone, step 5. Yeah, that's it. But you see my main army is Marines. Thanks very much. This is it for this part, and we'll see us in the next part. This is the next part, and as you can see, Odyssey is a new map. And the most important part about the mental checklist and the training of NeoMT Proberto or the NeoMT with Phoenix is that you scout and that you react to your opponent. And the staircase encourages you to play creatively, which I do in this game. I'm not impolite, but I cannot scout my opponent, create probes and stuff like that. I scouted he wants to wall off in this area, so he's vulnerable to cannon rush, so I immediately built a forge. This is my reaction to this pylon. I scouted using the MCL, the mental checklist, and now I will cannon rush him, but he will cannon rush me too. And then it's important who has the better mental checklist, who has the better micro, and in this case it was me. We'll just take a look. Sorry, now I add the forge, but I want to scare him a little bit, and I want to play a macro game building probes, but I sent an additional probe to his base so I can cannon rush his natural, which he will never build. It's very, very important that you transfer your knowledge on the NeoMT Proberto to a real game, and that you try to check out your mental checklist skills in a real game. So why do I do this pylon here? Because I can wall in a cannon here and a cannon here, so it's problematic for him to attack it with 4 probes, but he doesn't even do it. He places a pylon there as well, so he can build counter cannons, but there is his cannon rush, and I react calmly, attack the cannon with 4 probes. I attack his probe with 2 probes, because I know he won't be able to defend this cannon rush here and rescue his probe. So I check this building, and I scouted this as a cannon, so this pylon will fall but these two buildings won't fall because they are started early on.
Our pylon is under attack.
So if he chooses to send an additional probe, I attack this with my probes, because he does not have a natural. But these lazy probes here are very bad. I should have just clicked the idle worker button.
Your probes are under attack.
Idle worker button, Neoblade, idle worker button. I'll attack gas. And I think you grasp the concept. I'm very far ahead. I have double his probe count. He tries to save himself for counter cannons. The most important thing would have been, since my cybercore is will be earlier finished and my economy is better, to place pylons here so he cannot build stargates and build void rays, which he does. So I think that's it. This is something you can do with all races. You can place a proxy hatch. Zanster, the Grandmaster, did not take gas. He uses proxy hatch, spore crawlers, queens, and zerglings. Sorry, to have been promoted to Grandmaster League. And with Terran you can use bunkers. Thanks very much, and I see you guys in the next part. Welcome to the next part. This part is about dropping, and I already tried to tell you how important drops are. As Protoss, as Zerg, as Terran, doesn't matter. I will show Baneling drops powered by Mamba. Now I see he's prepared for the drop, and now I get greedy. I should have I've seen, okay, here's nothing, or here is nothing. I just should have used my War Prism here, and we'll get to replay analysis in a matter of minutes, and you should always try to keep your drop ship alive. It should stay always alive, and this is totally stupid here. But in the lower leagues you could say, okay, I'm maxed, and I used this for a two-prong attack, and he immediately attacks with his complete army. It should be very easy be dealt with. These zealots here will combine 24 kills, these 3 zealots, just one single drop, and they will kill these 10 drones. And my two-prong attack will kill this base here, and it will kill this base. So it's very, very important that you do drops. And we'll take a look here, and you see the kill 6. All of his drones are killed. He lost 38 drones and will lose more drones, because this attack will kill drones as well. This attack will kill these drones here, because I come from 2 sides, and it's GG. And I was ahead in economy, ahead in technology, and ahead. No, in army I wasn't ahead, but I had 3-3, he had only 2-1, and he lost way more stuff than I did. I scouted very bad, but this is about drops, and we'll see a different example in the next part for drops. And again, the one dropship is lost very badly. It was poorly played. Thanks very much, and we'll see us in the next part. Welcome to the next part. This is Mamba, Master Zerg against the Master Protoss. And we'll talk about drops. In this case, bending drops. But in the lower leagues, Ling drops, Roach drops should work as well. Just fast forward this game. It's an older map and an older patch, but bending drops should be as efficient as ever. After this game, 1 month or 2 months, there were bendings were a little bit buffed. And Mamba scouts a lot. Mamba's creep spread is very good. All the things you should learn with the staircase: injecting, creep spread, spending your lava, do not get supply blocked, and stuff like that. And he plays a lot of oracles. Mamba reacts with a lot of queens. And he will win this game convincingly in 10 minutes. We won't show that. And this is the staircase step 2. Sorry, the staircase step 4. Links and banelings. And there's the drop. And the Protoss, I think, knows a lot of stuff as well. No, he did not scout the next bases. And there's the drop. You can see it on the minimap. And take a look at units lost now. Eight probes and 1 adept. I think there will be a run by, which is important as well. And there's the next drop. Let's take a look how many probes are lost now. 16 probes. And this is something you could do until Masters, as you can see. But of course, it's not meant to be that you play the staircase step 4 until Masters. It's totally fine if you play it until Gold 1 and try to get to the staircase step 5 in Platinum 3 or Platinum 2. Thanks very much. This was dropping for Zerg, and we'll see drop for Terran as well. Thanks very much. Welcome to the next part. This is Terran drop, and one of the most famous Terran drops in the last month, in the last few months or the last year. Double Medivac drop, 2 Rex into double Medivac drop. And timings and benchmarks are very important. This is a silver player, Twister, and he executes it very well for silver level. Jan, the pro gamer and grandmaster, has the medivacs finished now. These are only 3 seconds away, but he loads all of his medivacs are filled now, and he flies to the opponent, in this case Dark, a Zerg player on King Sejong Station. You can Google it, Dark versus Bian, Game 5, King Sejong Station. And his drop arrives at 4 minutes and 55 seconds. His stim is finished at the 5-minute mark, which won't happen here, but the major issue will be the workers. Björn will have 36 workers at the 5-minute mark. And we will see this is sacrificed here, but for a silver player it's executed very, very, very well. And since I tried to play the LOTV Okko Style 2.0 powered by Mamba, this will make a lot of damage. Or this will do a lot of damage. Normally you should build speedlings and queens. And I blocked my own links, which is very bad in this case. And you see it does a ton of damage. And if you execute it like this in the lower leagues, then it should do a ton of damage as well. But let me remind you, timings and benchmarks not only means 16 Marines incoming at 5 minutes. So this rush distance is a little bit further than King Sejong Station, but it should be at your opponent at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. But we'll take a look at the worker count and a look at the stim timing. Five minutes. We only have 28 workers. 8 workers below Björn. 36 workers minus 28 should be 8, yeah. Stim was done when Björn attacked with this build, and Stim is not even halfway done in this game. So these are things this Terran could improve. This is replay analysis, and before we jump into the real replay analysis, like Day 9 used to analyze replays, I just want to tell you one important thing. The staircase is about micro in step 2. So now we're in step 5, after I think 60, 70, 80 games. And you should look at your replays and scout for fail micro. Learning micro, you will make mistakes, of course, but try to prevent fail micro. There's more important stuff than just watching your micro and watching your fights, but I will explain it in the next part. But this fail micro will just take a look at this tank and how many units it will kill. He's dead before he kills a single unit. The Liberator is dead before it kills a single unit. And this is fail micro. This is a silver player against the staircase. And you see, though the other player had the better army, the more powerful army, it's instantly over. We'll just take a look at why he's not watching his units. He makes a move command. Always use a move over the minimap. Something you have learned in the staircase step 1.
Additional supply depots required.
And it's over. We'll take a look at the army value, but I will come to this in the second part as well.
You want a piece of me, boy?
and it seems
Additional
the other
supply
Terran
depots required.
has more army value than
Additional supply depots required.
this one base Terran has. 17 Marines against 9, and you see this. But the move command over the minimap is very, very bad, and therefore the other Terran did not lose a single unit. Try to prevent fail micro. Thank you very much, and we'll see us in the next part. Welcome to this Diamond MMR replay. We'll jump into the Terran vision. Though he is gold, he plays against the Diamond Protoss and is on Diamond MMR. And first of all, this is replay analysis.
Additional supply depots.
Remember that you should be in the staircase step 5 after 50 to 80 games. So sometimes you played 100 or 200. But the staircase is a learning method. So I assume you need decent mechanics, you need decent macro, and in the first 50 games or 60 games you train your macro and mechanics. Of course, it's always good to take a look at your replays, but you finding small mistakes is a problem in the lower leagues. For example, in the lower leagues, people watch their replays,
Command center.
take a look at a big fight at 13 minutes, and then tell themselves, oh my god, this unit is so
Additional
overpowered.
supply depots required.
In most cases, the big fights are not the real problem for losing a game. Why is that? If you press A, you see active forces. And only if your enemy has the same army value than yours, than you have, and you have the same upgrades, we'll see the upgrades in a minute, then watching the fight is really important, because then micro and positioning will decide who wins the fight. In the most cases, and I think about 80% or 90%, one of the
Under attack.
attackers is very far ahead. He has more army value, has more upgrades, or he has similar upgrades. The Protoss has 1-1 and the Terran has 2-1, but the Protoss has way more stuff. Then you should not focus on the fights. It's a very common mistake for lower league players to just watch the fights. When you analyze replays, and we'll get to this in a moment, when you analyze replays, take a look at the first 8 minutes and take a look at the golden rules of StarCraft, at the day 9 rules, and they are workers. Constantly
Research.
build workers. Second, no supply blocks. No SB. Do not get supply blocked. I think this is normally 3, but keep your money low. I think this is 2 and no supply blocks is 3. Fourth, minimap. Many people, even in Platinum and Diamond, struggle to watch the minimap. And we'll pause right here. He sees a move out now on the minimap. And we'll take a look when he reacts to it. It would be better to take the second watchtower as well. It's only 1 Marine, and it probably, we have 7 minutes in the game, and it probably won't help you if this 1 Marine is at home. What's really bothering, and you can check it, if the Protoss on a pro game level takes a second base, the Terran does not wait with his third base for the 8-minute mark. Most definitely they won't do that. And you can see what I said before, army value. Yes, more army value if it would come to a fight now. The problem, of course, this Protoss should not engage into siege tanks. But if it would come to a fight in this open area, the Protoss will probably win the fight because he has 2 upgrades and the Terran has none. To get vision, please take a look at my video Tribute to Pick, or just, and additional, watch the video by Pick. I think it's Daily 32. Pick Daily 32. And he could put a depot here, and a depot here, and a depot here. So if the Protoss would use War Prism drops to harass him, then he can spot it on the minimap. Your minimap has to blink like a Christmas tree. And it's very important in Platinum and Diamond to learn to watch the minimap. And the 5th rule is scouting. Scout the front, scout the frigging front. So we won't watch this replay totally. I just will move to the 6-minute mark. With most build orders, at the 6-minute mark, Terran should have 50 workers. With a Reaper Expand, it's a little bit less, like 48 or stuff like that. But this Terran has only 41 workers. Find those missing workers in your gameplay. It's very important that you find the distraction, why you are not building workers, and that you solve this problem. Every second a Terran is not building an SCV is a mistake. Every second. Only exception is when he morphs orbital commands. That's the only exception. Otherwise, he should always build SCVs until he has, that depends on your build order, 60, 66 or 70 SCVs and a third base, if your opponent has a natural. So let's take a look at scouting. I like this scouting, these scouting Hellions. We'll take a look at his vision. He scouts, okay.
Research complete.
And now he scouts the front. And he should see, okay, I have tanks. He should build, I think he's a mech player, so he should build some Hellbats. But he should only move one Hellion into the economy and retreat all of his Hellions and take a third base. This guy stays at home. This is not a really scary army for this kind of sieged tanks, and he could easily take this base, or if he prefers this base, and siege his tanks beforehand. But it's important his tanks are protected by some kind of meat shield, or in this case, robotic shield. You know what I mean. So, how you find mistakes with your worker production. This is Blechfaust. He's a student of mine and he's gold. And he struggles with worker production. So, you move into... you first of all move into his vision. Pick his vision. These interface is called Standard Enhanced. And we'll take a look. I think he will build CC first, which is totally fine in gold. Not fine in Masters, but we're in the Gold League, so it's fine. And sometimes, when Blechfaust is sending a scouting SCV, he stops producing workers. We'll just take a quick look. He now is producing workers, so he worked on it. Very good. And we'll check when we'll see the first break.
They're attacking your SCVs. SCV ready. SCV ready.
2 orbital commands, no workers, no problem.
CC's
2 workers instantly, very, very good.
upgraded.
He keeps his money low. Keep your money low, very important. You just check out if in the first 3 minutes you get more than 300 minerals, it's bad. Of course, the CC costs 400, but in other cases, 300 minerals in the first 4 minutes are the maximum.
Your attack. The little building on the right side of your big building's done.
So what happens here? He has problems with Ling run-bys, and you probably could say to yourself, okay, I'm okay to lose against 12 pool, but I build all my depots here to here. Then you only need 3 depots and a bunker to be protected to your CC, and you can easily take all of your SCVs and right-click on the ramp. It's protected by a bunker, and he cannot move into your main because your SCVs will block it. That's one. You could always make a ramp here, but it's important additional depots get built in the ramp against Zerg. Blechfaust doesn't do it. We have to work on this one against Zerg. So let's take a look.
Your add-ons done. Our SCVs are under attack.
And here's the first mistake. There are 4 links, which is not a problem at all with a bunker and 5 marines, but Blechfaust stops SCV production. That's very, very, very bad. This is not a scary force. By no means it's a scary force with 5 marines and a bunker. If it would be 20 speedlings, then I say, okay, it's a scary force. But this is not a scary force. He lost 3 workers already and doesn't build SCVs. This pause was too long. This interruption. So we'll just move forward
Research finished.
to the 6-minute mark. So the first step is to take a look at the replay, just at the production and your worker count. If you don't have this overlay, you can easily press Control A, like a move, and we'll take a look at the 6-minute mark. So with CC first, it's possible to build 55 workers. He lost 3, I even think it's 56. But losing 3 is not good. The pause wasn't good either. But the worker production in this game is okay. You don't have to worry about the worker production in this game. In this game, the most important thing is he builds a natural. He didn't have many units. You see he has lost 14 Zerglings. Where's our third base? In this matter, because the third base is way, way, way too late, and we have a big marine chunk who can protect our third base, I would say, okay, build 2 bases at once. But it would been way better that Blechfaust expanded, that Blechfaust killed these 2 links, 2 Zerglings instantly, and built a third base. Even if he needs a bunker, but he's allowed to take 1 gas, so he can easily build a planetary fortress as a third base. And until the planetary fortress is done, he could easily protect it with Marines. But it's very important that he walls. And you see, these 3 depots should be in a wall. It's against Zerg, you need a wall at your natural. So let's see when keep your money low, when we'll get to 1000 minerals. There they are.
You need more supply depots.
And we'll focus mainly on minimap in this game, and we'll focus mainly on scouting and scouting the front. But we'll take a quick look at his production.
Attacking your SCVs. Your add-on's done. CC's up. Great. This better be good.
And here we see the 2 SCVs.
Your base is under attack.
There was a small pause,
Oh, is that what
but I think that's okay. There's again an interruption.
Research complete.
SCV production looks fine. Money looks fine until now.
Your add-on's done.
Marine production could have been better. Just 1 SCV. But we have 3 barracks, so we could build 3 SCVs. I think he's attacked again. Yeah, here are the banelings. Of course, this is not nice. But again, he missed. I think he missed the front. He missed the wall. And he built again depots in his back. Depots always in a wall until the wall is finished to your natural.
These are getting wrecked.
Just 1 SCV because he's attacked. And this is not acceptable. This is just not acceptable. No SCVs at all. And so we can say to ourselves, big mistakes in the day 9 rules. And therefore this replay is lost because we did not follow the day 9 rules. And again, because we did not have enough bunkers and enough depots at the front. So we'll jump a little bit back and watch this game until the 8-minute mark. One thing, again, please take a look at the scouting video I did, tribute to Pick.
Your add-on's done.
They really should invest more into a wall.
Mineral field depleted.
And his wall is ready, but his third base comes way too late. When the wall is ready, you can instantly build this base. And the wall has to be finished much sooner.
You need more supply depots. We're running out of minerals. Go, go, go!
So with this attack, he should build a 4th base. Because he now can trade constantly. He has more SCVs, is not more bases, which is his mistake, but he should trade constantly, so the Zerg has to build units all the time, and behind this attack he should build an expansion.
Your upgrade's done.
Gangway coming through. SCV ready.
So
CC's upgraded.
yeah, this is the right way to attack.
Who wants some? SCV ready.
He should do more upgrades. He has built an additional eBay and has enough gas, I think. I don't know. But these 3 reactors are not as important as this upgrade. So ask yourself, did I make the right choices when watching a replay? And now he moves over the minimap and gets overmins, but now he fix it. A little bit of splitting. But in the fight, 800 overmins. He just watched the fight, did nothing, and got 800 overmins. And you have to take a look at those, at this stuff. So if your fight is totally distracting you and you get 800 minerals, just do not watch the fight.
Armed and ready. Gangway.
You really should expand more. Expansions is, if he feels threatened,
This better be good.
expansions is a major mistake, and perhaps you can see this as well.
SCV ready.
2-prong
Running out
attack,
of minerals back home.
or just bad unit control. Okay.
We could use some
That mineral field's gone.
That's a good move. And the next Marines. Yeah. This was very bad. So he tries to kill those rocks. He sees now, okay, forces incoming. He immediately should A-move on the ground. So all of his Marines will attack the incoming forces. But now this will happen. And look for micro fails like this. Look for micro fails like this. His Marines get attacked, but they attack a rock. That's very bad. This is a micro fail. And he stims, and they still attack a rock. But he now is able
That
to
mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
expand. He's now able to send all of his Marines over the minimap with a move. He really should do all of his Marines, so this Marines should attack as well. Nice pre-split, but do not watch your army. Again, he watched the army and he did not produce enough stuff. You have to be able to jump to your base and build a barracks or 4 barracks when you see stuff like that. Do not watch the fights.
CC's upgrade. Your add-on's done.
If you micro, that's fine, but do not watch the fight constantly. Build stuff at home. Build barracks, build additional expansions, build Marines.
That field's gone. Your base is under attack again.
And again, we see fighting and 2000 minerals. He does not build a single Marine. That's very, very, very bad.
That
And you have
field's
to
gone. Don't spend it
watch
all in one place.
your replays and check those mistakes.
We're running out of minerals back.
Fighting is not worth 2000 minerals. Keep your money low. Follow the rules of day 9. Nice focus of the pool. Now it's very important he scouted a lot, so he should attack this base, because this base is not outmined. Watch the minimap. Okay, this is a major mistake. If your planetary fortress gets attacked, repair it. Do not retreat all of your SCVs somewhere in the darkness.
You want a piece of me, boy? Who wants some?
Repair it.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, he's nervous because of the Ultralisks.
Stand ready.
And the game was too long. He did not attack good enough, and now the game is over.
GG. Better luck next time.
Yeah, nice replay. You have to kill your opponent in the first 12 minutes, or cripple him. But if you are scared and you do not expand and you do not attack, which was totally fine after the 12-minute mark, then you will lose games. You have to constantly attack. You have to evaluate, is my attack, will it do damage? Will it prevent the Zerg from droning and stuff like that? Can I kill a third base of the Zerg, of the Protoss, of the Terran? Then it's fine to attack. But attacking and scouting the front is really important. And minerals in the fight, 2,000 minerals, fighting and not producing Marines is very, very bad. Take a look at the Day 9 rules and try to stick to the Day 9 rules, try to follow them, and to find your mistakes within the Day 9 rules. Watch your replays and keep your money low, scout the front, do not get supply blocked, always build workers, and watch the minimap. Thank you very much, and we'll see us in the next video. And please subscribe to my channel.